very urgent. Your soulmate needs to tell you what happened last night. Please open this. My child, I am speaking to your heart right now because something very important happened while you were sleeping. The one I have chosen for you was awake in the dark, calling out for a love they have not yet found. I heard their prayer last night, and I am stepping in to bring their soul closer to yours. Last night, your future partner felt a sudden rush of peace and they knew I was comforting them. They do not know your name yet, but their spirit recognized your presence in the quiet moments. Stay with me until the end of this message, because I am going to reveal the exact sign I am placing in your path tomorrow to prove this is real. I have seen your lonely nights and the silent tears you have cried when no one else was watching. You have wondered if I forgot about your heart, but I have been working behind the scenes this whole time. What happened last night was a breakthrough in your story, because I finally prepared their heart to meet you. When they closed their eyes last night, I placed a deep feeling of longing inside their chest. They woke up with a start, feeling as though someone was reaching out to hold their hand. Do not turn away from my voice, because I will soon reveal the final step you must take to let them in. This person has been carrying heavy burdens, but last night I lifted a great weight from their shoulders. They finally surrendered their past fears to me, making room in their heart for a true blessing. Your soulmate needs you to know that they are finally ready, and the waiting is almost over. Jesus says, last night was a turning point, because I showed them a glimpse of the future I have planned for you both. They saw a home filled with laughter, and they felt a peace they have never known before. Keep listening closely, because at the end of this message, I will tell you the specific secret I planted in their mind. You may have noticed sudden feelings of warmth lately, or memories of a love you have not yet experienced. These are the unseen signs I am using to prepare your own heart for what happened last night. I am gently knocking on the door of your spirit, asking you to open up to this new beginning. Your soulmate went to sleep last night feeling defeated, but I sent my angels to comfort their weary mind. I whispered your loving traits into their dreams, and they woke up feeling incredibly hopeful about tomorrow. Stay right here with me, because the final seal of peace I will give you at the end will change everything. I know you have been hurt in the past by people who did not cherish the gift of your love. But you must let go of those old wounds, because your hands need to be empty to receive this blessing. Last night, I washed away the lingering pain in their heart, and I am asking you to let me do the same for you. They reached out in the dark last night, hoping to find a hand to hold, and I promised them yours. I told them that a kind, faithful, and beautiful soul is walking toward them right at this very moment. Do not lose your focus, because in just a few moments I will share the exact sign that will lead you to them. The Lord says, last night, your soulmate asked me for a clear sign that true love still exists in this broken world. I answered them by placing a deep, unshakable thought of you directly into their waking mind. They need you to know that their faith has been restored, and they are actively looking for you now. Sometimes you wake up in the quiet of the night for no reason at all, feeling a strange sense of anticipation. That is my voice calling you to pray for them, just as they were praying for you last night. Hold on to my words until the end, because I am going to tell you how to recognize their face when you meet. The events of last night were not a coincidence, but a careful plan orchestrated by my loving hands. I am aligning your paths so that you will cross at the perfect time, in the perfect place. I am asking you to trust my divine timing, because everything that happened last night was for your good. Your soulmate shed tears last night, not of sadness, but of an overwhelming desire to share their life with someone special. I caught every single one of those tears, and I used them to water the seeds of your shared future. Please stay with me, because I have a secret blessing to declare over your love story before this message ends. They want to tell you how much they have grown, and how they spent last night preparing to be a better partner. I have been guiding their steps, teaching them how to love someone as deeply as you deserve to be loved. You must clear your heart of any doubt, because the miracle that started last night is rushing toward you. Jesus says, "While the world was completely still last night, a profound shift took place in your soulmate's heart. They suddenly forgave the people who broke them in the past, completely clearing the path for your arrival." Do not close this message, because the final revelation I have for you is going to bring tears of joy to your eyes. I have placed a protective shield around your future together, keeping away anyone who might cause you harm. The deep peace your soulmate felt last night was the realization that I am guarding their romantic future. You are safe in my hands, and the love story I am writing for you is more beautiful than you can imagine. Last night, they looked up at the stars and asked me to guide your footsteps directly to their door. I heard that sincere request, and I immediately began setting the stage for your beautiful introduction. Keep listening to my voice, because I am going to reveal the exact physical sign I will place in your path this week. You must stop looking back at your old mistakes, because last night I declared a brand new chapter for your life. I have wiped your slate clean, and your soulmate is coming to you with a pure and honest intention. Let my comforting presence fill your room right now, preparing your spirit for the joy that is about to arrive. They had a dream about your voice last night, a soft and comforting sound that chased away all their anxiety. When they woke up, they spent hours just sitting in the quiet, thanking me for the promise of you. Stay with me for just a little while longer, because the final seal of peace I will give you is incredibly powerful. The Lord says, "Your soulmate needs you to know that what happened last night was the end of their long season of loneliness. I filled their room with a warm light, signaling that the waiting period is officially coming to a close. They are ready to offer you a loyal, steady, and protective love that reflects my own love for you. When you feel a sudden, unexpected joy bubbling up in your chest, know that it is a reflection of last night. I am allowing you to feel their anticipation, connecting your hearts long before your hands ever touch. Listen closely until the end, because I have a very specific message about how they will finally approach you. They spent hours last night looking at old photographs, realizing that none of their past relationships were meant to last. I showed them that every closed door was just my way of saving them for a future with you. You must trust that I know exactly what I am doing, because last night I finalized the blueprint for your union. Your soulmate is currently walking around with a secret smile today, all because of what I showed them last night. They feel a deep, comforting certainty that their true companion is out there, breathing the same air. Do not leave before the end, because the final blessing I have prepared for you will heal all your remaining doubts. I am asking you to be patient for just a little while longer, because the final pieces are falling into place. Last night was the most important step, as their spirit finally cried out with absolute readiness for a lifelong commitment. Prepare your home and prepare your mind, because the blessing I started last night will manifest very soon. Jesus says, "Last night, I whispered a secret into your soulmate's ear that changed their entire perspective on love and marriage." They finally understand that a true partnership is built on faith, patience, and a foundation of my unending grace. Stay with me, because I am about to share the exact sign that will prove this message was meant just for you. You have felt a heavy spiritual attack lately, trying to convince you that you are destined to remain completely alone. But last night I defeated that lie in your soulmate's heart, and I am defeating it in yours right now. I am sending you a love that will stand strong through every storm, offering a safe harbor for your weary soul. They woke up deeply thirsty last night, not just for water, but for a meaningful connection that lasts a lifetime. I filled their spiritual cup with hope, and I assured them that you are the answer to their longest prayer. Do not look away, because the final revelation I am holding for the end will give you immense comfort today. You must let down the walls you have built around your heart, because they are blocking the blessing I prepared last night. Your soulmate is not coming to hurt you or use you, they are coming to build a beautiful life beside you. Open your hands and your spirit, allowing my peace to wash over every single fear you are currently holding. Last night, they made a silent vow to me that they would cherish the person I bring into their life. They promised to be faithful, gentle, and strong, and I accepted their vow on your behalf in the midnight hour. Keep listening closely, because the final seal of peace is almost here, and it will change your entire perspective. The Lord says, "What happened last night was a spiritual breakthrough, tearing down the final obstacle keeping you two apart. I removed a stubborn habit from their life that was preventing them from being the partner you truly need. They woke up today as a new creation, perfectly molded by my hands to fit perfectly into your daily life. I know you have felt incredibly tired recently, emotionally drained from giving so much to people who gave nothing back. But last night I declared that your season of exhaustion is over, and your season of receiving has begun. Stay with me until the absolute end, because I am going to reveal the very first words they will say to you." Your soulmate spent a long time last night staring out the window, asking me for a sign of your existence. I sent a gentle breeze into their room, a tangible reminder of my presence and my promise to bring you together. Everything is happening exactly as I have planned, and last night was the crucial turning point in your story. You might feel a sudden urge to clean your house, change your routine, or take a different path to work today. That is my subtle prompting, moving you into the exact position you need to be in because of what happened last night. Do not ignore these simple feelings, because they are the quiet map leading you straight into your soulmate's arms. Jesus says, "Last night, I showed your future partner the exact shape of your heart, and they fell in love with it immediately. They felt a profound sense of respect for all the trials you have survived and the strength you carry inside. Stay right here, because the final blessing I am about to declare will remove all the anxiety from your mind. The sudden out-of-place memories of childhood joy you have been having are my way of resetting your heart's expectations. I am bringing you back to a place of innocent hope, because your soulmate was filled with that same hope last night. I am making both of your spirits new again, ensuring that your connection is built on pure and honest ground. When they were trying to fall asleep last night, I played a melody of peace over their anxious thoughts. They drifted off dreaming of a quiet evening spent sitting next to you, completely content in your gentle presence. Listen all the way to the close of this message, because the final sign will be undeniable proof of my promise. I am asking you to practice extreme trust right now, even when your physical eyes cannot see the progress I am making. Last night was a massive victory in the spiritual realm, and the physical results will soon follow in your daily life. Release your grip on the steering wheel, and let me drive this relationship exactly where it is supposed to go. Your soulmate wants to tell you that they are sorry it has taken them this long to get their life right. But last night they finally surrendered their timeline to me, and I have accelerated the pace of your upcoming meeting. Do not miss the ending of this message, because I am going to deliver the final seal of peace over your union. The Lord says, "Last night, I placed a protective ring of fire around the connection that is slowly pulling your two hearts together. No distraction, no bad advice, and no past mistake can ruin the beautiful foundation I laid while you were sleeping." Your soulmate woke up feeling incredibly protective over a relationship that has not even officially started yet. You have been crying out for a love that feels like home, a place where you can finally rest your head. Last night, I established that home within your soulmate's spirit, and they are preparing the rooms for your arrival. Hold on to my voice for just a little longer, because the final revelation will give you the strength to wait. They felt a sudden, sharp pain of loneliness last night, but I quickly replaced it with a vision of your smile. I told them that the cure for their lonely heart is already walking this earth, carrying my light inside of them. I am bridging the gap between your two lives, using every single event of last night to draw you closer. You must stop doubting your worth, because last night your soulmate thanked me for making someone exactly like you. They do not want a perfect person, they want the genuine, caring, and beautifully flawed person that you are today. Keep listening, because the secret sign I am about to give you will act as a compass for your heart. Jesus says, "What happened last night was a profound miracle of timing, as I synchronized your heartbeats from miles away. When you felt a sudden skip in your chest, it was because their spirit was crying out for your comforting touch. Stay until the very end, because the final blessing will wrap your mind in a blanket of absolute serenity. I have seen the way you look at happy couples and wonder when it will finally be your turn to rejoice. I want to tell you that last night, I officially wrote your name into the book of beautiful, lasting romances. Your soulmate is carrying a deep sense of commitment today, all because of the dream I gave them last night. They woke up this morning and immediately looked at the empty side of their bed, wishing you were already there. Last night, I planted a deep seed of readiness in their soul, and they are finally prepared to be a provider and a protector. Do not let distraction pull you away, because I am about to reveal the final seal of peace over your future. You need to forgive yourself for the times you settled for less than the holy standard of love I created for you. Last night, I washed away their past mistakes, and I am pouring that same grace over your history right now. I am making all things new, and this relationship will be a fresh start free from the stains of yesterday. Your soulmate had a moment of pure clarity last night, realizing that money and success are empty without someone to share them with. They told me they would trade everything they own just to have one peaceful evening sitting quietly beside you. Stay focused on my words, because the final sign is coming very soon, and it will bring you to happy tears. The Lord says, last night, I sent a comforting angel to stand by your soulmate's bed and whisper your future into their sleeping mind. They woke up with a profound sense of purpose, knowing that their main goal is now to find and cherish you. They want to tell you that the dark days are over, and the morning light is bringing a brand new joy. You may have noticed a strange feeling of peace settling over you today, a quiet confidence that everything will be all right. That is the direct result of what happened last night, as I linked your emotions to their newfound spiritual clarity. Keep this message open, because the final revelation I have promised is the key to unlocking your shared destiny. They spent the midnight hours last night reading old scriptures, searching for a sign that God still answers prayers for love. I illuminated a passage about a faithful partner, and their heart immediately knew that the words were describing you. Your story is being written by my own hand, and last night I finished the chapter of your prolonged waiting. I am asking you to stand firm in your faith, even when the daily struggles try to pull your mood down. Last night, I secured a victory for your romantic life, and you must walk in the confidence of that unseen triumph. Stay with me, because I am about to place the final seal of peace upon your heart and your upcoming union. Jesus says, last night, your soulmate experienced a sudden rush of bravery, losing all their previous fears about commitment and vulnerability. They told me they are ready to bare their soul to you, trusting that you will hold their fragile heart gently. Do not close your spirit to this, because the final sign I give you will confirm every word I have spoken today. I know you have felt invisible for a very long time, as if the world simply passes by your quiet beauty. But last night, I made you the absolute center of your soulmate's thoughts, blinding them to everyone else around them. You are the prized possession I am delivering to them, and they are acutely aware of how valuable you are. They woke up in a sweat last night, terrified by a nightmare that they might have missed their chance with you. I immediately calmed their spirit, assuring them that my plans cannot be derailed and your meeting is securely locked in time. Hold on until the end, because the blessing I am about to declare will shatter any remaining doubt in your mind. You must clear the clutter from your life, removing any relationships or habits that do not honor the love I am bringing. Last night, your soulmate cut ties with a toxic influence, and I am asking you to mirror that brave action today. Prepare your environment for a holy and pure connection, because what started last night is moving rapidly toward your door. Your soulmate wants you to know that last night they finally understood the true meaning of a selfless, giving love. They asked me to make them a vessel of joy for you, promising to spend their life trying to make you smile. Stay right here, because the moment for the final seal of peace has arrived, and it is meant only for you. The Lord says, "Listen closely, my precious child, because it is time to reveal the final step of trust and the exact sign I promised. You have walked through the fire, you have waited in the dark, and you have trusted me when it was incredibly difficult. Last night was the completion of your soulmate's preparation, and now it is time for me to prepare your eyes to see them. Tomorrow, when you leave your home, I want you to look for a very specific and unusual sign of my presence. You will see a pure white bird resting in a place where it absolutely does not belong, completely calm and unafraid. When you see this simple creature, you will feel a sudden, intense warmth flood the very center of your chest. That warmth is the final seal of peace, my personal guarantee that the events of last night have secured your future. It is the exact feeling your soulmate experienced in the dark, and it is the bridge connecting your two souls today.